EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers.
They tried a quick hitter in.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown, Graham. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 1st down, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. first carry for Kenyon Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. The pass complete. It's Bird. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Rodgers again now. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 25 yards that time. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Murray now on 1st down. Into the hands of Bird over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
Murray going to throw. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. To throw is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Adams has it, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Check 15, check. Easy. Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They come out here in the eye. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Murray now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Murray now, screen play, Johnson. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They go to Johnson again. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Pass David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 49 yards. Yeah, the Cardinals push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cassius Marsh in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers to throw once more. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety boot of Baker there to force the incompletion.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 8 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Hey, exit. What we got?
And again, it's Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let go. Set. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Turn it. 319. Local over here.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught by Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with Drake. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Right back to Drake. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On 1st down, Drake. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And